Hey, I'm Randy with BBQGuys.com. We're out here tailgating with the Blaze portable gas grill, and today I'm going to show you how I do my sweet Sesame Marinated Tri-Tip sliders topped with an Asian slaw. It's going to be great. Let's check it out. I like to get my prep done the night before tailgating so that I can just focus on the cooking when I get there. And also, this needs to marinate overnight. The marbling on this tri-tip is amazing. Luckily, the butcher had Wagyu available, so I couldn't pass that up. Wagyu is already pretty fatty, so I trimmed a little of the excess fat. Next up, we'll go ahead and get our marinade put together. I'm going with an Asian flair for this one. The bulk of the marinade is soy sauce, so we'll get that in the mixing bowl, along with some sesame oil, rice vinegar, add a little sweetness with some honey, a few cloves of minced garlic, some spears of ginger, a little bit of sesame seeds, along with some cracked black pepper. I'll give it a quick whisk before I toss in the green onions to complete the marinade. Throw the tri-tip in a zip-top bag and pour the marinade in. Get as much air out of the bag as possible and give it a couple of good shakes to make sure that the meat has full contact with the marinade. I'll toss this in the fridge to let it marinate overnight, and we'll move on to prepping the slaw. For a nice pop of color, I'll thin slice a head of purple cabbage. Follow that up with some chopped green onion. Toss that in the mix, and for the carrots, I ran them through a mandolin first to make thin slices, and then I'll julienne them from there. Give everything a good toss. We won't be adding the dressing until the day of, but we'll go ahead and get that mixed up now. For the dressing, I have some minced ginger, a little bit of garlic, some soy sauce, rice vinegar, add a little bit of honey, and the juice of a lemon, sesame oil, along with some olive oil. We'll mix this up and get it in the fridge. All right, on the next day when you make it out to the tailgate and you're ready to start cooking, go ahead and start preheating your grill on high. This will get it ready for the initial sear on the tri-tip. I like my slaw fresh and crispy, which is why I wait to the day of to mix it in the dressing. Since we're mixing it now, it'll have some good time for the flavors to meld while we grill the tri-tip. Just stash this in the cooler in the meantime. About 20 minutes before grilling, it's best to pull your tri-tip out of the ice chest so that the chill is off of it when you go to sear. All right, let's get this bad boy on the grill. Man, you can really smell that marinade permeating the air. I'll go ahead and crosshatch it after a couple of minutes. The easy portability of this grill really makes it ideal for tailgating like this. Okay, I think it's about time for a flip. Man, I'm loving these beefy grids. It really gives me the ability to get great sear marks like these. Let it go a couple of more minutes, then give it one last crosshatch. At this point, I've got a good sear. I'll kick the heat on low for the remaining cook. I'm shooting for between medium and mid-rare, so that'll be about 10 to 15 minutes altogether, and we'll give it a flip midway through. With the lid down, it'll also give it a chance to get some good smoky flavor. All right, coming along well. I'll give it one last flip for evenness, and we'll let it cruise for just a few more minutes. I like to get a good feel for my meat, but it's always a good option to check the temp with a probe to make sure you're not overshooting your desired temp. As always, you want to let your meat rest for about 10 to 20 minutes before slicing. The tri-tip came out great. Remember, you always want to slice it against the grain so that it's tender. These slices will be the perfect size for our sliders. All that extra fat in Wagyu really makes for a juicy cut. Now it's time to stack our sliders. Sweet buns pair well with this recipe. If you have a 3-pound tri-tip like this, you can expect to yield about 15 to 18 sliders. This is a great little pick up and go bite for your tailgate party. Let's try one of these out. This is an awesome marinade that doesn't overpower the meat with a refreshing slaw. And if you're lucky enough to find a piece of Wagyu Tri-Tip, then it's game on. Thanks for watching today, guys. And remember, at bbqguys.com, we smoke the competition.